All right, Neville Hewitt, the guy I've known since Miami. He was drafted a free agent down there. He's one of my favorite guys I've ever worked with, and he hits like an absolute anvil hammer, man. And Josh Myers found it out right now. He's just not. There's no. You're not standing him up. You're not doing anything. He's just going to butt you right in the face. He's not the most mobile guy in the world. He can hit, and apparently he can pick people off too. Now, I show this only because I think Sean Ryan may have had the play of the day here, because that touchdown saving tackle turned into 3 points. That was huge. Now, like, Jalen Petrie is listed at 200 pounds. That's Zach Tom. We need more out of Zach. Petrie puts his shoulder right in his chest, kind of knocks Zach back, gets in on the tackle here. Jordan Morgan comes in the game. You know, we've been talking about splitting. I think this is his first rep. This is a footwork league, guys. That's just not it. That's just not it. Now, Josh Jacobs made something happen, so it doesn't go in the playbook or in the score sheet. But you know, again, I don't know the full reason why they didn't split it in the second half, but I have an idea. Now, Neville. Now you got to meet Josh. Now he's got him dead to rights. Right, gets under Rashid's block. Josh Jacobs just gets a quick step up and 9-nights. Man, Josh Jacobs has some moves. Jump cuts in the hole is nasty. Okay, we talked about this last week. They'll play a lot of man, and look how deep their safety is. I mean, their safety is 20 yards deep on the snap of the football. So Romeo Dobbs over here, like, how open do you want me to be? I mean, he could have ran that play 100 times. Probably should have. Now, when you run under center play action, this is kind of a pet peeve of mine. Someone's got to sell the run. Everybody goes back here. So, like, he turns around. He's like, wow, okay, 94 just beat my guard. I'm getting drive blocked by my tackle. Like, it's complete chaos around here. Like, got to give the quarterback a shot there. If you're going to be nice to go under center play action, not like shotgun with like the gratuitous fake, but under center play action, like someone's got to sell it. We got to slow down the rush somewhere, so he's got a place to walk to. Put this play in here, and we saw this play work against, I think, the Bears last year, right, for a TD. But, you know, Watson's a lot of things, not really a change of direction guy. I was surprised that he slowed down here and didn't try to hit the gas and go to the sideline. The game boils down to a couple plays, and this is one of them. So Reed gets this short of the sticks, and we just got a suplex here by Neville. Whether it's late or unnecessary, I don't know. I love it, quite frankly. And, you know, I'm just old school, man. It looked like fun to me. But they get the first down, I think 2 or 3 plays later. What a great throw and catch by them. Now, the orbit motion, we'll see that all day. I'm talking about like the reverse orbit where they send the linebacker out and back in. All they're trying to do is see if that guy's man. And they're doing 2 things. One, they want to identify that specific player, okay? But 2, they want to know who's coming. Because the Texans have shown that they don't, unlike the Packers did 2 weeks ago, they don't blitz the backside guy. They bring the guy who's on the back because they think they're going to green dog him. So they make a new adjustment for the protection. And they just throw an absolute dime. And, you know, I think everybody's shown this play a million different ways, but the way that he gets the backside safety to hold just long enough and then doesn't really curl this ball into the middle, right? It's still, he catches on the right side of the field and rolls over to the left. So we're in a pistol. Now, this is a tough one. This is just kind of football 101. When you see that space there, you know that somebody's coming into the box. You're going motion over, so you're going to crack on 43. Your left guard and your center got to go up to 35. Remember, they have 2 backups in the game at linebacker, so I think the Texans were missing 5 starters on defense. And the safety's coming down. Now, as the right guard, you have to know that you're going to the safety because now you can hang on that 3 technique more and help Zach Tom, which creates vertical movement, which means that you're going to be able to cut and go downhill more, which is going to turn this into a real play and not this. You know, you turn that's a 7 or 8 yard play. Zach Tom does a great job, but imagine if he has, you know, 4 hands on that guy instead of 2. Another big play in the game here. This is a situation where you make this play, they're punting, and the Green Bay Packers just enough for the first down. I think that was a rushing play too. I think he threw it behind the line of scrimmage. I think he threw it behind him. So I think that actually came in as a rushing play. Really fantastic job. Those little plays, when you look back at the game, those are kind of the plays that win you the football game. Because this drive was wild. So you have that play. Then you have this one. This is a real simple game. Again, pitcher goes at 200 pounds. You have a double team that should get vertical to 43, and then your tight end has to take on 200-pound, really, listed as a nickel back. And, I mean, you don't get the double because the guard gets, instead of going vertical here, he's trying to release. And when you try to release, you get pushed down, right? So you really haven't gone anywhere. And Zach Tom's kind of on his own now. You got to be the bumper there. Pitcher gets inside. Now, another huge call. And then this might be the call of the game. So Jordan Love scrambles, throws an absolute dime here. And I think this is the right call. But, I went slow-mo on this. It happens pretty damn fast. And the guy behind him doesn't make the call, which is interesting because you see the backside arm wrap around, if anything. And why does that matter? Because I think 2 plays later, so this safety flips his hips out, flips them back, then flips them out again, and by then it's too late. Wicks down the sideline for a touchdown. Then I think the next play, under center play action. Now, I think this is Danielle Hunter, former Viking, getting around and pressuring Jordan Love. Safety comes up with a pick. I think that's a rookie. Third pick of the year. Now, here's kind of what I'm saying about some of this stuff. Josh Myers has to adjust the way he's doing a little bit, but so you're uncovered. Even if you're going to the linebacker on our right, their left, like stay in the middle because you got the wide 3. You have time to get over there into the backside A gap. But he goes over so much here. And listen, Sean Ryan loses. I mean, it's a bad job by him of pass pro. But you can also help out a little by just staying as big as possible. Don't need to give up that sack. When in doubt, run gap. We've been saying it all year. They're having a hard time running the football. Put gap in, get a 10-yard gain. This is a great call. So they decided to bring the safety off the edge, but because they bump on the motion, again, they do that reverse orbit, and you just don't really know what to do when they got another guy in the backfield. So they bump the linebackers. So 43, Neville Hewitt goes out, and they bring the guy off the edge, and all of a sudden there's just nobody on the backside here for the cutback, and it's biggest run of the day. Got him back into scoring position. And then they do the reverse orbit to identify what's happening, bring him back in. And so now the tackle knows who he has to go get, or the guard, and they look like they're on the screen. I don't know if Josh Jacobs does this on purpose or not, but it looks like he just runs a little Texas route, which is just a little angle back in for the tutty. Boy, they like a lot of that backfield mess around. This is a rush play, and so Will Anderson just sizes up our left tackle and just takes him right down the barrel. And really, he's doing, like, this is my favorite kind. This is what I always think Rashawn Gray should be doing. So you see he's pressing in the pocket, making Jordan Love back up, but he can't really go anywhere. And now, because he's so high, Danielle Hunter, who's run a high angle, but, Jordan Love's 11 yards off the line of scrimmage. So that high angle works. So you get the stack. And then, when it plays matter, this is just stealing. You're playing almost 10 yards off, high safety, linebacker up, trying to play man in the flat. And that was really the game right there. They had the offsides call and this and that and the other, but That's what it ended up